Hey everyone, this is Craig. I've got another really great feature to bring to you today. This one, a lot of people have been waiting for quite a while. This is the viral competition. So this is basically a viral sweepstakes with some very distinct differences that make a lot of difference. So one of the things that you can do now with the viral competition is instead of making this a game of chance, you're making this a game of cutthroat competition. You're tapping into your influencer's desire to be the best and prove themselves as the best, the top of the heap. So the way it works is it's basically a leaderboard challenge where prior to this you could only do a viral sweepstakes, which allows you to earn extra entries for using your influencer skills to refer people who do a lot of things on your website. They convert, they earn additional entries. They take social actions and earn additional entries. But now what you can do is ask them to take all of these same challenges, but instead of giving them bonus entries, you're awarding them points. And what we're going to do is tally up those points, and we're going to tell them where they rank now. So this was not on the viral sweepstakes before, but now they can see where they rank out of the total pool of entrants. They can also see that on the leaderboard, so they can see where they're ranked with respect to all the other people. This is a very simple example where you have 3 people entered. John is ranked number 2. It's going to encourage him to move up the leaderboard by sharing links and earning additional points. They can take additional social actions. Right now, I think we have over 30 preset actions that people can take to help promote your brand and take actions that will take your company to the next level this year. So as you can see here, we have a new column called points, and this will tell people where they stand. You still have the prize list where people can see what prizes are available, and they still have the opportunity to just copy this and quickly share with friends who also might want to join the competition. That will earn them bonus points. So I wanted to show you how to create these. I also want to show you some new templates that we've put together. This is just one of those templates. We've actually designed over 17 templates that we haven't pushed live yet. And I want to thank everybody who's upgraded to Enterprise. One of the ways we do that is we are coming up with, in the next week or two, a premium template where premium templates are only available to Enterprise users. So some of the templates that I'm going to preview for you just now won't be available to every user. They'll only be available to Enterprise users. Some of them will. We'll constantly be adding new templates, both to the general pool of templates, but also to the premium template list. Another thing we're going to be adding in the near future here is the ability for you, if you're an agency, if you come up with a great template, push it out to our marketplace, and people will be able to purchase those templates from you and use your services as an agency to make tweaks, add branding, even services like doing the sweepstakes or competition for them. They'll be able to connect with you directly and engage your services directly on our platform in the marketplace. And enterprise users will get a major advantage there as well. They'll be able to use those templates free. They would still have to pay to engage your agency for those services, but very excited for that to be coming out. We are very passionate about helping agencies succeed, and this is one way we do that, is to connect them to we have over 10,000 users now. How great to be able to plug directly into a pool of 10,000 people who really need services, don't know how to run campaigns necessarily, and they'll have somebody like you to reach out to who's an expert. So with no further ado, let's give you guys a preview of what's coming. I'm going to show you just some of these. So we have some vastly different looks. Every brand has different looks and feel. Some of these resonate, some of them may not. And let me just remind you that any of these templates, while these are viral templates, these will work on any campaign. You'll be able to import these templates into whatever campaign you're running, even a photo contest, it doesn't matter, landing page, you'll be able to use these templates and just change the text if it doesn't match with what you're trying to promote. But at least it gives you a look and feel to start with. So as you can see, they're complete templates ready to go. Even the thank you pages are customized. The settings are already ready to go, so you can jump right in and get started in just a few minutes. We're also adding some more dark themes because that seems to be popular now. And we're even adding some industry themes now. Like this is a real estate theme. And to try to build these out a little more completely, we're even adding places for realtors to add their profile pictures and a little bit about themselves. So keep an eye out for this. This will be a new development. We've just added some, well, it's in our pool to add in the next week. Financial services, we even have some natural companies. You know, if you're in the organic space, we're starting to add some templates there as well. So if you have a specific industry as a client, then you'll be able to post very quickly and have some great ideas baked in. But for now, I'm going to go back here and I'm going to show you how to create a viral competition from start to finish. I'm also going to show you how to choose the winners, because there is a slightly different console that you have access to with these viral competitions. So as usual, go to your campaigns overview grid and add new. That's going to take you to a pool of templates that you have available. You'll notice a few more available today and more coming in the coming days. So the one I'm doing today is the weekly competition. You can, just like with the Viral Sweepstakes, you can have a weekly, daily, or just one. Like the top of the mountain competition is just a single award at the end of the event. But I'll show you how to switch those up as well. What I'm going to do is use this template. And if you're new to this, use setup instructions, and it will show you what I'm doing now. So this is going to create the complete campaign for you, and our job will only be to customize it for our company and customize it for the way we want this competition to run. So campaign name, make sure you like the way it's named. This is for internal use only. I highly recommend you add rules, and to do that, you simply need to type in some rules here or link to your rules. I'm just going to write in test only for this rule. Decide what you want for your submission form. Facebook sign up is going to get you the most people entering. Another benefit of using Facebook sign up is it'll grab their profile image and drop it in to the leaderboard. So I recommend using Facebook sign up, and also give them an option to use their email and their name, because some people are going to be opposed to sharing their Facebook with you, that permission. Use submission form, however, if you have a ton of things you want to ask people. You know, like if you're in the banking industry or something, you know, these are hot leads. People are going to want to know. And if you've got high-paid salespeople, they're not going to be okay with just a name and an email address. They're going to want to know, you know, what is your net worth? Give me a range of your net worth and other qualifying information. If that's the case, go ahead and create a custom form. Otherwise, I recommend using Facebook sign up if your goal is to just generate thousands of leads with emails and start them on an autoresponder sequence. Go ahead and use that Facebook sign up. Integrate your list. Email notifications. Make sure that you choose viral competition entry next steps. We've created a complete custom email template just for you. So now you'll be able to use that and make edits to it as needed. Competition options. Okay, this is where you would choose if you want this to be a weekly competition or if you only want this selected once at the end of the campaign. For viral competition, I highly recommend you do these weekly or daily, or there's a whole number of different, you can do it every 2 days. And it basically comes down to this. If you have staff or if you have spare time, do it daily. Because what happens here, and the reason I'm recommending a recurring competition instead of one competition towards the end, let's say you run a 1-month competition with no recurring periods in the middle. The problem with that is you're going to have some influencers in your group. If you've got a database with more than a few hundred people, you're going to have one person who has a huge social following, and they are going to crush it. And when people see that they're ranked number 15 for halfway through the competition, they may give up after a couple weeks because they see this one shooting star just winning everything. If you have that situation, what you might want to do is run a daily or a weekly competition and give people a chance every day, because let's say it's a weekly competition. There's a good chance that that influencer isn't going to win every single week. And you may even add to your rules that once you win, you are no longer eligible to win in future periods. Or maybe you skip a week so other people have an opportunity. So it's for that reason that I recommend you do a recurring one. That way people have a chance. Your sub options here are to carry forward any of those bonus points that they earn into future periods, or you can have them reset. The first option is to reset those points. So let's say you're running a daily competition. Every day those points are going to reset. That will give other people a chance to earn beyond what that influencer, that person with a strong social following, is earning. What I recommend you do is choose this default where the points reset. If you allow those bonus points to carry forward into future periods, then it's not going to reset that leaderboard. And even though it's recurring daily, they'll have new opportunities every day to earn those bonus entry or bonus points. However, it's only going to move them up from the place they were the day before. So give them a fresh opportunity every day to climb that leaderboard and be the top of the heap. So that's why I'm going to leave this to reset. Here's where you decide how many periods you want this to go. Like, I would recommend changing this to, if you're doing it daily, run it for 2 weeks. Or if it's your first time, run it for 7 days. See how it goes. That gives you an opportunity to create a fresh set of rules, learn from your mistakes, run it again. I can't tell you what's going to happen because every competition is different based on your database. If your database is millennials, they're going to have this massive social following. You're going to want to have more social challenges and really keep an eye on which ones are just taking off and make course adjustments, course corrections. And next time you run the sweepstakes, be smarter. Make sure you're asking for more shares. Don't give them as many points necessarily for social sharing. If you've got a couple people who are huge influencers, maybe add more direct engagement challenges so you're getting people to go and review you on Yelp. They're reviewing you on your Amazon store. Things like that versus just simply sharing. So as we scroll down, you've got a couple of other options. Always choose leaderboard on the competition. Otherwise, people will only know how they're doing by seeing that ranking, knowing that they're ranked, 3 out of 30. That's still motivating, but you still would probably want to show that leaderboard. Again, if you've got a rock star, imagine if you have Charlie D'Amelio in your mailing list. She's going to win every time. So that might get so discouraging that would be one opportunity to just switch off the leaderboard. People can still see that they're ranked maybe 29th out of 30. That way they won't know that number 30 is light years ahead of them. Down below here is where you would add your bonus point opportunities for people. So as you can see, we have many opportunities to earn new points. Submitting the form, generally we recommend leaving that at 1. Referred friend joins the competition. You want to be fairly generous here because the whole idea of a viral competition is that by them asking their friends to join, that is what's going to add new people to your database, because all of those friends that come and join are now going to be pushed into your email service provider or your CRM for your sales team to reach out to, or for your email automation to go out to on a daily basis and try to profile and upsell them so they can eventually buy your product or service. So as we scroll down, you've seen all these before in the Viral Sweepstakes. Some are more recommended than others depending on the type of business. If you're e-commerce, ask people for a review. There's no reason that everybody shouldn't be reviewing you. Ask them for a purchase on your website. We can directly track that and give them rewards towards the competition for purchasing things on your website. So scroll through these. If you want a TikTok following, ask them to follow you on TikTok. It's very simple to do. So load up your bonus challenges here and then move on to your design phase. this is where you would want to add any branding, or if you want to come up with a fun theme, do it. Because weekly competition is a little vague. Here's where you would want to add something a little more specific, like what they would need to be doing in the future to win this. What you'll see is when you hover over this middle part, see this hide button, there's actually a field here ready for you to just start typing some things. So this is where you can add some additional information about your competition. You can also do that down below. There's another space down below the form where you can add information about your company if you want to help promote, individuals in your company, if you're a star salesperson running this competition, or the brand in general. Be sure to add that here. We're already going to be adding the link to your rules, so you don't need to do that. And that link is here. You can edit the text of that here. Thank you screen is where you can change your banner. Notice that everything in here, this is just dummy data. This is not real data. So we've plugged in some information here so you can just get a feel for how this leaderboard is going to look. This banner you can change. It's very simple to do. Just go into your content area. And for the your entered banner, we've used an image. There's a number of different images that you probably already have in your asset library, but you'll want to check your asset library or upload something new here. And if you hate the way everything looks, go ahead and import a new template. And as I mentioned before, you can always import from a template. Everything you saw in that campaign gallery is available. So just click Select Template, and you notice this one's available. Different competition looks and feels are here. And once you select that, it will overwrite the entire design with that new template, but leave all of your settings in place. So it's a quick way to add a fresh new look. One thing I want to comment on is, as people are sharing your competition, you want that to look good in the news feed. So always go through and make sure your OG tags look good. That's open graph. So like your page title, this is what's going to be shown in their Facebook feed. The page description will be shown in their Facebook feed. Also, the image is what's going to be shown in their Facebook feed. So make sure the page image looks good. Either use something in your brand or go take a screenshot of your final contest page and use that as your page image. And it's time to save and deploy. So this is going to give you your microsite URL. This is what you would want to email. Just click the copy button and paste this into an email. Send it out to your entire database. So your widgets are here. This is where you have preset code for your iframe. You can add it as a sticky tab, pop-up, or a button on your website. And you can also add it as a tab to your fan page as long as you have at least 2,000 fans or followers of your page. Finally, you can also publish this to social media, and this will take you to our publisher to go and send this and add it to your queue and re-queue. You'll want to promote this probably daily on your social channels. So now that we've created one, I actually want to show you guys how to manage this campaign. So once we go back here, I've got one that's already run, so I'm going to go in. Once it's time to select winners, just click here. That's going to take us to the competition console. You've got a couple options here. If you've got somebody who's cheating, block them. If you block their IP address, it's going to block them and everybody who's involved. You can also export your participant list here, but just know if you have an integration set up, it's automatic. You do not need to export your list. If we do not have an integration for your particular platform, export the CSV and then upload it to your platform. Down here, we only have one test entrant. If there's more than one, you're going to notice there's a rank list, just a 1, 2, 3. What this automatically does, a little different than the Viral Sweepstakes in that it's automatically going to sort these results by points. So the person with the highest points is always going to appear at the top. So by definition, if you're running a viral competition where only the top dog gets a prize, the person at the top is going to be the winner, unless they cheated. So it's your job to go through and check that out. And I'll show you how to do that in a moment. Let's say you're running a competition where the top 3 people win prizes. No problem, just pick your top 3, as long as they didn't cheat. So the way you check this is, You go to actions, and you're going to want to view the point detail. There's not a lot of activity because this is a test entry, but you're going to see all of the points that they've earned, and you're going to see, what type of points it was. You'll be able to scroll to the right, see what country, city, organization earned those points and how they earned them. So if you see anything that looks fishy, you're going to want to move those points. Just select it by clicking it and move it to the not counted folder. And if that brings their points down below the level where they're the winner, then they're no longer the winner. It's going to move them down. And you're going to want to continue to do this. Before I leave here, you can export this as well. So if you have people with, 30 different actions that they've earned points on, it might be easier to export this to CSV so you could view this in Excel and make it easier on yourself, or Google Docs. Google Sheets. So once you do that for the first person, if they're still on the top, you would name them the winner. If that has moved them down below, then you're going to go to the next person in the list, and you're going to go and repeat that process. If you notice that there's one person, let's say one person entered, we're very good about finding multiple people that enter. We will automatically combine them. However, if they've used a different email address and done some different things, and they reach out to you and say, hey, I'm showing up twice on your leaderboard, you'll be able to go in and merge those profiles for them. That will actually raise their chances of being the top of the heap. So just remember that you have this option here if somebody convinces you that they are the same person that entered twice. You can change their profile image. You can view a detailed profile on them. This will take you to the social CRM detail page. And finally, you can declare a winner. Just know that when you declare a winner, it's going to add a flag for that person. However, let's put it here, for example. Let's name them the first prize winner. This is not going to change anything other than marking them as a winner on your side, so you remember who won. It's not going to send them an email. It's your job to go out and contact them in the manner that you choose to tell them that they won. Some people do this on social media. Instead of sending an email, they'll make it public. That gets people to go to your social channels frequently to see if they're the winner. So that's why we leave it up to you guys to do this. But this is a way to mark it and show you that their status is a winner. If you guys have any questions, reach out to us in our chat. If not, I'm really looking forward to seeing the types of competitions you put out there. Keep an eye out for these additional templates. Can't wait to see those in circulation. And once again, thanks to everybody who upgraded to Enterprise. We'll be giving you some special templates very soon. Thanks.